Kind of here to defend. Lefty T is not paying attention. No, he will be able to get most of those probes out of the way. He's only going to take out about maybe 4 or 5 of them. Excellent reaction.
But in the natural of Morrow, the main battle is occurring. Lots of Banelings dropping on top of the Stalkers, and Zergling's getting a pretty good surround as well. Did take out a good number of those Stalkers, and as you can see, a lot of them are low health. But Morrow is pretty much out of units. Only 13 Zerglings on the field, desperately trying to reinforce. These Stalkers are doing heavy damage to the natural of Morrow. Can he take down this hatchery? If he had focused it, he probably could. As you can see, he did a lot of damage to that extractor as he wasn't quite focus firing. Instead, on the way out, he's going to find this third hatchery and try and kill it again. Fungal growth does lock down some of these Stalkers, but reinforcements are coming in right as that happens, so it looks like this third base is going to get denied again. Morrow's in a lot of hurt right now as he has the single infester. He's got a lot of gas. He could probably crank out a bunch of infestors, and Zerglings can probably be able to hold this, but I just don't see that many in production.
Yeah, you can see Morrow microing those Zerglings a little bit. You can see he's starting to get a little on tilt here. Missed a pretty huge opportunity to hit a really big fungal in that last engagement. Really could have turned the tides. And meanwhile, Lovett T is just sitting very pretty right now with a 3-base or almost 3-base economy, as there's no probes at the third base quite yet. And a big Stalker ball with level 2 weapons on them. I think I saw Darktron go down at some point, but I don't see it at the moment. And there is a Templar Archives as well. Gonna blink into the main base of Morrow right now and start taking down some of the tech and production here. Not enough Zerglings for him to be able to hold this off, but here come the Infestors as well as the Banelings. Excellent Fungal Rope is gonna go down, and that does mean that the Stalkers at the top.
Banelings!
Nice! Fungal Growth is gonna go down to take down a bunch more of those Stalkers with the Baneling bombs. Excellent defense there by Morrow. Is going to buy himself a little bit more time to get himself back into this game.
Okay, so now he's going to try and get the third base up again. This isn't the third time, so maybe 4th time's the charm for Morrow. You know, he's never giving up, never surrendering. He's still got a good number of Banelings. He's making good use of that drop upgrade and the fungal growth in combination with those Baneling bombs, trying to keep them in position. But the Templar Archives did finish, and Lovett T isn't even starting Storm. He's actually going for an Archon. I thought he was going to go for the feedbacks on those infestors just to take that fungal growth out of the equation. You can still feedback on the minimap. I know it's something that a lot of Zerg players are saying needs to be fixed immediately, but it's still possible to do that, so feedback would work quite well against this army composition of Morrow, because without these infestors, there's nothing to stop those Stalkers from blinking away from those Banelings and the Overlords.
Yeah, and the Archons are a really interesting choice here. As you can see, they're going to do 43 damage to biological units, and that's going to just about one-hit a few Zerglings, but here comes the engagement. Morrow is going to get in there. Fungal Growth's going down on the Stalkers. Here come the Baneling bombs. They're going to do devastating amounts of damage to Lovett T. Still has a few Stalkers remaining, and he's going to force the remaining Overlords to back off, and it does look like he has held off this attack. Meanwhile, back at the base of Morrow, only 10 Zerglings in production, as well as another 6 Infestors. And the question at this point is, when is Lovett T going to try to make the last push? Supply counts right now 120 for Lovett T and only 113 for Morrow, and finally he's going to get this third base up and running.
Yeah, Morrow really needs to get some more tech on the field, either a Roach Warren or Hydralisks, maybe just go straight to Hive, but this Zergling Infestor Baneling just isn't cutting it. At best he's breaking even, and Lovett T is staying ahead of base, so that's not going to continue to happen for much longer. As you can see, Lovett T pushing in with a pretty gigantic force. Morrow still only has about 30 Zerglings and a few Infestors. He has replenished the Infestor count by a decent amount, and you can see him attacking in on the third. There goes a feedback on one of the Infestors, not quite enough to kill it, but it is enough to sort of scare Morrow, and he's going to attack forward. Good fungal hitting almost every single Zealot there. So a good number of these Zealots and Stalkers will get taken out. He will push back Lovett T for now, but if Lovett T gets Storm upgrade on top of everything else, I don't see him being able to stand up against this Protoss army with Storm, Archons, and Blink Stalkers.
Yeah, the thing about these Archons is they're very hard to kill.
Banelings!
To generate excellent Banelings, taking out a ton of Lovett T's army, but it's not going to be enough. Morrow is going to call out the GG. Third expansion going to be taken down too many times and realizes that the advantage is just too far in the favor of Lovett T, so he will call out the GG. And that does mean that Lovett T is going to take the series 2-0 with some excellent play all around.